Part 2. Now, the whole point of that verse was to point out that the Lord had an angel doing his will and that the Lord was watching, and then when the Lord relented, he said enough to the angel. So when you think of Abraham sacrificing Isaac and God is speaking to him, it's actually the angel of the Lord who is the messenger of the Lord. Same with speaking to Moses, giving Moses the commandments. You would be amazed how many times the angel of the Lord does amazing things. And I know people think that's blasphemy, but give me time. Look at this. When Gideon is talking with the angel of the angel of the Lord takes a food offering, and with the tip of his staff that was in his hand, fire flared up from the rock, consuming the meat and the bread, and the angel of the Lord disappeared. Go read Zechariah 3:1, but I'm just going to skip to the important part here. It says, the angel said to him, standing before him, take off his clothes. Then he said to Joshua, see, I have taken away your sin, and I will put fine garments on you. Something else I would like to point out in Judges 6, verse 22, when Gideon realized that it was the angel of the Lord, he exclaimed, alas, sovereign Lord, I have seen the angel of the Lord face to face. That sounds a lot like someone else. Jacob wrestled with a man. Keep in mind that word man there means mighty man. It is because I saw God face to face, yet my life was spared. But remember, no one has ever seen God the Father. Keep in mind, John was written after Jesus ascended. No one has ever seen God. Again, 1 John, written after Jesus had already ascended to the Father. No one has ever gone into heaven except the one who came from heaven, the Son of Man, which means son or descendant of Adam. No one has seen the Father except the one who is from God. Only he has seen the Father. So nobody in the Old Testament ever saw the Father face to face. Unless it's a lie, unless those New Testament writers are liars, then we've got bigger problems. In the New Testament, God the Father is always referred to. That word there, God, is theou, meaning singular. It's referring to the one true Father God. Here we can see in Acts 7:55 that Jesus was standing at the right hand of God, theou. He wouldn't be standing to the right hand of himself. Jesus is always referred to theos or Elohim in the New Testament. God the Father is always referred to theou or theoi in the New Testament, and in the Old Testament is always El or Eloah. Jesus is always referred to as the Son of Theou, not Theos. Jesus has come in the flesh from Theou. There is one Theos and a mediator between Theou and man, the man Yeshua HaMashiach. I promise I'm getting somewhere with all of this. Please watch part 3. If you stayed with me this long and not called me a heretic or blasphemer.